So I thought I'd do a little video on this. I was gonna sort of do it as a surprise, but anyway, it's a car we did some time ago. It's not run for about 2016, so about 4.5 years when it last ran. As you can see, we just kind of did the rally in it. We did like a charity rally. So if you see my video, I'll put a link up there. We made the car and then drove it to Monaco and back for charity, and then parked it up and put a cover over it, and that's pretty much where it sat, just gathering mould and tree residue and things like bike batteries and all sorts of stuff. So what I'll do is just try to give you a bit of a walk around without falling over. So it's a Mad Max charity car that we did. Looks like the covers come off at the back there. But what we're going to do is get this uncovered, throw a battery on it, just check the fluids, oils and that. I think there's fuel in it, don't know how good that'll be after 4 years, but we'll see. And then try and get it moved. It's basically, I think it's time for somebody else to enjoy it. There's a lot of people doing charity cars at the minute, and I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to take, give this a bit more TLC, and then maybe enjoy it and do another charity and earn money for whatever. So yeah, we've got issues. Also, the brakes are pretty rusted up. What I'll do is I haven't got a stand at the minute, so what I'm going to have to do is just stop the video. I'll uncover it, and then I'll bring you back. Remove the batteries off the top. Just try and get a cover. Supercharger that we put on still looks intact. Motor still turns and looks pretty solid down there, but put like I think it was off a washing machine motor on electric, and then wired it up to the top of the gear lever like they had on the Mad Max film. Spare tyre on the back here. Oh, we've got all this stuff to move, and the car up there, we've got a shift if we're going to get it driven out of here, hopefully. So yeah, that was us back in 2016, Monaco Mad Max, and we supported Bluebell Wood, which is a local children's hospice for children with severe disabilities and illnesses, terminal illnesses. So we always do a bit of work for them if we can. So that's it uncovered. I think what we'll do now, get a battery and throw that on, just see if it opens up actually. Actually, it's not too bad inside. Thought it'd be musty or something, but I think the cover's done it well. And we did clean it a while ago, but there's no, after 4 years in there, it's not too bad. You can see the little lever we put on the gear stick there. So yeah, get the keys, get a battery on it, and let's have a look. First, actually, before we get a battery on, I'll do a bit of a fluid check. So quite a lot of oxidation on the aluminium, but see if we can do it. Change the oil. It's not bad. It smells a little bit. It's not. Try and do this one-handed. There we go. So yeah, we're 1 minute, we're just halfway, so that's the marker there, and it's halfway between the, so yeah, we should be alright. Plenty of oil in it. Coolant. Yeah, plenty of coolant still, so there's no problems on that one. As I say, this won't be going back on the road for us. We're just going to basically get it running and then list it, see if anybody wants to use it for their own charity and they can put it on the road and MOT it. Got an aftermarket filter on there. So yeah, grab a battery. Put new belts on it before we went, they still look okay as well, so let's get a battery on it. Let's see if she'll fire up. Right, battery on. Series there, so let's give it a go, see what we get. Not the best footage. Right, we've got problem number one. So I'll have a go at clutch. So clutch pedal is dropped at floor, so we haven't got a clutch, so that's one problem. Just check that back up. Yeah, that's gone. So best make sure it's out of gear. So what we've got ignition, got windows. I'll just give it a couple of primes, see what we get. Nothing. Right, go for it. Ooh. Straight up. What we got on there? So we've got seat belt, low fuel, but that was quite good. That she fired up. Sounds a little bit ticky, but obviously the oil's not been around it for a while. I haven't got any problems. I've got a friend there. He's just checking around. Make sure we've got no issues. But it seems good. Just give it a rev. No. Yeah. It didn't like that. Let's try again. See if she'll rev. Yeah. I know before we had a bit of a problem with the MAF sensor on it, so that might be what it did then. But then again, it hasn't been revved or run. I don't know how long, so yeah, it shouldn't like revving. Try and fire up again. I'm going to get out and have a quick look.
Cut it out?
Yeah,
cut it out.
Yeah, she's cutting it out. Basically, it won't rev. It revs sometimes if we do it slow. Like that.
Play it to cover a bit, so in case it backfires.
Yeah, I'm going to get out and we'll let her warm up a little bit. But we've got less than empty on fuel, so we might be needing to put some fuel in. That might be another reason why she's not happy. So I'll get out and have a walk around the engine, see what's happening in there. They're over okay, a bit tappy. A bit noisy, but that's not too bad. Overall, pretty good. Start. Have a look at the clutch. I think on these, the hydraulic clutch, it's down there, so it's got a master and a slave. So we'll have to have a look at that. So I think what we'll do is turn you off for now, bring you back in it, and just have a look at this clutch. We're just going to start clearing all that crap from behind it. So we've had it running a couple of minutes. It's still a bit tappy on the front end. It does sound well. It used to sound well when we were driving it as well. The exhaust there is absolutely lovely on it. Cleared a bit of the rubbish from behind here. Just noticed because there's a car in front, so we're going to try and get it back, and obviously at the minute we're struggling with a clutch, we haven't got one, so we're going to have to basically just lurch it back in gear. But when we parked it up, we actually reversed it down this drive, put it on the end, so it's never been on backwards, so it's actually going to hit this curvy stuff here. So we're just going to get a jack and just lift the back end and move it across a bit. We've got a bit of gap there, so we can then bring it straight back onto the grass. So we can have a look at this clutch a bit better. So as I say, we can't really get much down there.
Okay, that's it. Damon, stop it. That's it. Hold it there, Mark. Go. And again. That's it. Perfect. Keep doing it like that. And again. Hold it. Too far.
So as you might have seen us, a bit of comedy of errors, getting it off the off the pad there, but now at least we can get round it and work on it. I thought the brakes would have seized after this time, but no, it moved. So just going to get some tools and have a go at this master cylinder. So friend up there's getting access to the master cylinder, but I've actually gone under here. I'm not used to being under here, so let's see if we can get that in a position where we can see. Let's have a look. Bear with. Right, here we go. So that there is the clutch master cylinder, and this should have a piece of plastic which is, where is it? It's just there. That piece of plastic there has broken, so this, can't get my fingers in. This piece of plastic here is broken off there, so as I'm pushing the pedal it's not hitting the plunger. The plunger is just rattling around. Now it is quite rusty, as you can see, so I think that's probably what's caused the problem. It's seized, and as I've pushed the pedal down it's just broke the clip off. So I've got to get a little split pin in there, in this pedal. I've got to get this split pin out, this piece of plastic off this pin, and then we're going to get the clutch out and change it anyway, because we'll get one ordered. So just get it, access to it, get it off, get one ordered, and then I have to bring it back when that comes. I think we can get it on the same day from a local car parts place in the UK, so I'll make a call and get that ordered up, and then we'll bring it back. So as I say, we've got the part number. Just over an hour later, we've got the replacement master cylinder. Got the old one off. The only worry is that the old one seems to actually move okay. So we'd anticipate that was seized. Now it is rusty, but it's not seized, so don't know why that broke. Does it mean that the clutch is stuck on the flywheel? Probably. But we'll get this new one on, have a look. So you might just be able to see down there, that's how it fits. It lives down there, and it just basically slides through the bulkhead, and there's some captive nuts, and they just bolt on. And then you've got the hydraulic reservoir hose, and then the hydraulic pipe, which then feeds off to a bleeder screw, a bleeder pipe, which then feeds to the slave cylinder. So I think this was like £30 here in the UK. So to be honest, have we made a bit of a mistake by buying it? Well, for 30 quid it's worth a try. Alright, so things have moved on a little bit. We've got the new master cylinder arrived, and as you can see it's down there, just there. We did all that and we've bled up the system. When you go back to the clutch pedal, it is rock solid. Now we thought basically the flywheel, so you've got a lever just there, just put that back. That's a lever to the gearbox. We thought that the clutch was stuck on, so it was basically not allowing you to push the clutch down, but that didn't really make much sense. So we actually levered this, and you can disengage the clutch by moving that. That's doing the same action as the clutch, and when you move that and move it backwards, it disengages the clutch. Put it in gear, started it up, and it didn't move. So it means that the gearbox and the flywheel are, is working, and the clutch isn't welded to either the pressure plate or the flywheel. So then we're racking our brains thinking, well, what's happening? And that, just put that back there for a minute. We could move the piston. Well, it looked like we could move this arm. It's on the moving. So that goes inside there. Just put that in like that. That's usually sat there, and this is the slave cylinder. And we're thinking, well, it bleeds, so we bled all the system. It was bleeding fine, and when you moved this lever, you could disconnect. So, like, oh well, the slave cylinder must be fine, must work, and it just doesn't make sense as to what was happening. So what we did is undid the slave cylinder, undid the rubber seal, and then just pulled the pin out. And then when you look inside there, that is absolutely solid and crusted. You can just see just in the bottom there where it's kind of orangey, it's the rust. The cylinder is welded in. So what I did then, went in the car, tried to push the clutch down, and you could just tell that that piston in there is not moving. So it's this that was the fault. Still need to get the master cylinders we have done anyway, because we when we tried to move it and it broke the plastic off, so the master cylinder was unserviceable. It needed changing because we broke it. But this part is also damaged, the slave cylinder. That's the main fault. It looks like water's probably got in, and it's just seized the piston inside the chamber in here. So just ringing up now. I don't know if they're going to deliver twice in one day, so I think it's about 15 minutes away anyway, the spares place. So I'm just going to drive over and pick one up, and then I'll bring you back. And I think then if we disconnect this pipe at the back, new cylinder on, we should be good to go. So like I say, I'm just on the phone now, see if we can get the part ordered and see if I can pick it up, and if so, I'll bring you back shortly once I've got that. Right, as you can see down here, got a new slave cylinder on, let it up. We've got some sort of clutch on the pedal now, it's not solid, so Ken's just gonna hang on to the camera while I jump in and give it a whirl. Out of gear?
Yes, definitely. Clutch down. Now I've took them. Handbrake. Handbrake. Yay! First time in 5 years. Good bike. Good bike. Good right bike. Try not to use brakes. That's day one done. We've got the clutch done. Just going to put it back onto the stand in there. Next one, now it moves, we can get it in the garage, get the wheels off, get the brakes looked at. It's moving freely, but they need cleaning up and doing. And then we'll see what we're going to do next then. I think we're going to let somebody else enjoy it. As I said at the start of the video, we've done our time with it, and when we do another one we'll probably build another car, because that's part of the fun. Somebody else that wants to do a charity rally, this will be ready for them. They just need to do maybe a service on it. Any other bits, just check it over, but we'll have got it running and driving under its own power, ready for them. So we'll move it on and bring you back.